One of the things that most bass anglers struggle with is organizing tackle. It seems no matter what you do, there's just no perfect way to do it. What I'm going to show you today, guys, is a way to organize your tackle that will make you more efficient and more productive when you're out there on the water, ultimately helping you catch more fish. So if you are somebody like myself who does struggle trying to find the perfect way to organize your tackle, this is the video for you. So the big change I made this year, guys, is I went from last year using these Flambeau 3700 watertight boxes, which these are good boxes, and I transitioned over to these Plano Edge boxes. I got some 3700s and some 3600s, as you see here. Now, before we go any further, guys, I must preface this by saying, if you are somebody that uses a lot of tackle, throws a lot of different lures, this might not be the best system for you. But if you're somebody like myself who finds yourself throwing a lot of the same baits, your confidence baits, whatever it may be, this is going to be, I believe, the best way to organize your tackle. So it's very important to know what you like to do and what you like to throw in order to accomplish this system, guys. So let's get into the good stuff now. What I got tired of doing, guys, was I got tired of every time I wanted to throw, let's say, a worm, for example, I got tired of having to go to a hook box and then go to a weight box and then go to a bag or another box with my worms in it. I wanted something that everything is in one box. It's a one-stop shop. So that's exactly what I did, and that's how I went about organizing all my tackle. First box you can see here, guys, is this is a Plano Edge 3700 jig box, and I got this labeled vibrating jig. So let's open this box up here, guys, and you can see exactly what it is I did. So basically I have all my favorite vibrating jigs right here, and then my favorite trailers to go along with that, guys. So if I want to throw a vibrating jig, I can just grab this box right here and have everything I need. Interesting note, guys, is you can actually get a lot of trailers in these little slots that you would typically put your jigs in. These are some Yoda worms, and I actually have 3 layers of these stacked per one of these slots. So there's a lot of trailers in here. The second box I'm going to show you guys is my actual jig box. And what I did was very similar, guys. I have a ton of jigs right here, all different sizes, all different colors. And then I have my favorite trailers right here. This is the Berkeley Powerbait Maxcent. I got the Super Chunks, and I also have some chigger crawls that I like to throw as trailers for my jigs. So if I want to throw a jig, guys, everything I need and everything I like to use is right here in this box. So one of my favorite things to throw, guys, is my tubes. And this right here is my tube box, and this is actually a 3700 flex box. And I'm going to show you why I went with the flex box, guys. So the flex box allows you to basically build this box however it is you want to build it. This box comes blank slate, and it comes with a ton of different dividers. So you can make larger compartments, you can make smaller compartments like you see up here. So that's what I did, guys. I have all my favorite tubes right here. I have close to 100 of these 4-inch green pumpkin tender tubes right here alone in just this one slot. And then I have some of my favorite flipping tubes right here, guys. And I also have multiple size tube jig heads right here. And then even on top of that, I have some extra of my favorite tubes and bags right here as well. That way, in case I run out when I'm out on the water. So this is my tube box, guys. Everything I need to throw a tube is right here in this one-stop shop. So similar to my tube box, guys, the next one I'm going to show you is my wacky rig box. And I should just call this my yum dinger box, but this is all the wacky rigs or yum dingers that I like to throw. I have a ton of the 4-inch green pumpkin, which is what I primarily throw. I probably have close to 100 worms right here. Then I have some 5-inch watermelon fleck. Then I also have some chartreuse tails right here. You can see I got tail spinners because I like to put a tail spinner in my yum dingers from time to time. And I have the hooks that I like to throw. And on top of that, I even have my leader line because I typically throw my wacky rigs on a braid on spinning reel, and I use a leader line. So, and I also have some of my favorite yum dingers and bags right here for backup just in case I run out. The next box, guys, is my Neds and my jerks. And the reason I have them both in this box is because I don't throw either one of them very much, specifically jerk baits. So I have all my jerk baits in these 2 compartments, and as you can see, there's a lot more room, guys, to put more jerk baits in here. But all my favorite Ned baits are right here, just Powerbait, Maxcent. Then over here, I have multiple different size Ned heads. So if I want to throw a Ned primarily I just grab this box right here and I'll have everything it is I need to do in order to do so. The next box I'm going to show you guys is my cranking box. So in order to do this, like I said, guys, you have to eliminate a lot of stuff. I had to eliminate a ton of crankbaits, but ultimately, these are the main crankbaits that I throw right here, guys. I have my DT8s right here. I have DT6s right here. I have my lipless red-eye shads right here. These 4 slots right here, guys, are my KVD 1.5s and my favorite colors. I have some rock crawlers right here, and I also have some KVD 1.0s right here in this compartment as well. So when I want to throw a crank, this is the only box I need to grab, guys. Now, I will show you at the end of this video what I did with all my extra cranks as well. This next box, guys, is my topwater box. So essentially, I have every topwater bait that I like to throw in this one box, guys. You know I'm a big fan of throwing spooks, so I got my super spooks right here. I got my spook juniors right here. I have whopper ploppers or choppos right here. I have poppers in this compartment right here. Then I also have some stuff that I like to throw from time to time, like a speed wake, a headbanger Spitfire, and there's a couple headbanger Spitfires right here. And you can see, guys, there's a lot more room in there. I could get a ton more ploppers in there, a ton more whopper ploppers, a lot more spooks, etc. These boxes are fairly deep, so you can get a lot of tackle in these, guys. I really like them a lot. The next box I'm going to show you guys is my flipping box. If I want to go flipping down a shoreline, it's the only box I need to grab, guys. So you got all the hooks I like to throw, multiple size lead weights. I got my tungsten weights. I got my favorite lizards by Zoom right here. I got some chigger crawls. I got some Zoom trick worms, and then I have all my creature baits right here, my creature hogs, guys. So love, love, love this setup. I think it's really going to be efficient and really work out for me going forward. So that is my flipping box. Getting into the 3600 flex, this is my swim bait box. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, I don't throw a lot of swim baits, but it's something I want to get into a little bit more going forward. So what I got right here, guys, I have all my sleeper gills right here in this compartment. So I made just a larger compartment. I also have the hybrid hunter right here. And then I have some Big Joshy swim baits right here. My favorite 2 colors. I have the swim bait heads I like to throw. I have some underspins right here. These Fusion 19s by Berkeley. And then you can see right here, guys, I'm going to try this year. I got this Mag Draft by Mega Bass right here. So it's kind of all my swim baits. Eventually this box will be bigger, but for right now it's going to have to do, because to be honest with you guys, these Plano Edge boxes are very expensive, so they will put a hamper on your wallet if you get too crazy with buying. Then this other 3600 box, guys, is this just some miscellaneous stuff. I ain't even really sure what I want to do with this exactly yet. You know, I have some extra tail spinners. I have some bobber stops in there. I have some shaky heads, a couple of extra jig heads where the skirts came off of, some weighted swim bait hooks, stuff like that. I'll probably end up doing something different with this box. You got some snaps up there, but I had the box I needed somewhere to put this other little miscellaneous stuff, so this is ultimately what I did with that right there, guys. Unfortunately, guys, I was not able to get every tackle or piece of tackle that I like to throw inside of this Plano Edge box, so I had to make a couple extra boxes like this, guys, and this is actually some extra jig trailers. And I got my Zoom chunks. I got these guys right here. These are some smaller trailers, solid trailers that I like to throw. So this is basically a box that will be in my boat primarily as well for extra jig trailers that I like to throw. Same thing with this box right here, guys. Just some extra jig trailers. I feel like you can never have enough of these, so these 2 boxes right here that I just showed you, they will definitely be in my boat. Now, when it comes to my spinners, guys, I kept my spinners in the same box. That's this Big Mouth box by Flambeau. I actually did eliminate a lot of spinners out of here. I still got quite a few in there, but you can see how I got those situated there, guys. So I just picked some of my favorite spinners I feel like I'm going to throw and put them all in that box right there. So some stuff, guys, that I'm not going to carry on the boat, but I will more than likely put in a tote to carry in my truck, specifically when I go on fishing trips. I got a couple extra bags of Yum Dingers. You can see there's a lot of them left over. And then these are all the cranks, guys, that I eliminated. And I put these in these deeper Plano boxes, but you probably got well over 100 crankbaits in here. I just don't throw a lot of these colors, but you can see there's a ton of different stuff in here, guys, that I need to go through. So I'm going to keep these with me in that tote that'll stay in my truck or whatever and go with me, but this will not be in the boat. Same thing with this box, guys. This is also going to go in that tote that'll stay in the truck. And this is just, got some frogs here, a bunch of extra swim baits, a ton of extra hooks, stuff like that, guys. Some extra tube heads. I got some inline spinners right here. So stuff that, you know, I don't throw a whole ton of, some extra weights. I don't throw a whole ton of, but I still like to throw from time to time. So I want to keep them around and keep them with me. I don't want to throw them away. So that's what I do with that kind of stuff, guys. So another box, guys, I'm going to put in that tote that'll go with me everywhere I go, but just won't be in the boat, is kind of like my special reserve box, you can say. And this has a lot of my favorite extra tubes in it. And it also has some of my power bait max scent that I like to throw as well. So if I run out of any of the stuff in my Plano Edge boxes, I can get it out of here, guys. So this is kind of like my on deck box, you would say. A couple other things I'm going to take in that tote as well, guys. I got these bags full of extra soft plastics here, guys, as you can see. So just so you know, I actually bought these bags right here, these plastic bags. They're actually the same type bags that your lures come in. So if you have a lot of soft plastics that you already have put into Plano boxes or whatever, and you want to take them out, these bags right here, guys, are really cheap. I got like 100 of these bags right here for like $10 or something like that, and they're really nice, heavy plastic bags. That way I can just still save those baits, and I threw them all in this bag right here, which I got off Amazon for really cheap. So I got a couple of those type bags. I got another one right here, guys, that I keep all my fishing line in, that you can see right here. So all my fishing lines in this bag. This will also stay in that tote. That'll stay with me at all times, just won't be in my boat. Then additionally, guys, I have another bag right here you can see full of different soft plastics that I don't throw a whole lot of, but it's a lot of good stuff. So it's also in this bag as well. That'll stay in a tote and stay with me as well. So that's about all I got for this video today, guys. I kind of showed you how I'm going about organizing my tackle going forward. I appreciate you guys watching. Everybody stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.